It started as a simple idea. What if you could request a trip from your phone? On a cold winter's evening in Paris, Travis Kalanick and Garrett Camp couldn't get a taxi. That's when the idea was born. Uber was created in 2009 in San Francisco to help people move easier and faster around the city. 2010 saw the first Uber ride being requested across San Francisco. In 2011, Uber entered Paris and in 3 years became available in 100 cities. The company continued to grow as Uber Eats was introduced in 2015 in Chicago, LA and New York, with Uber rides becoming available in 500 cities. In 2017, the company introduced Uber Freight and saw Dara Khosrowshahi becoming the new CEO, replacing Travis Kalanick. Uber is now a successful company that offers its services in 69 countries and over 10,000 cities.
Uber Technology Inc. is an international branded house with a simple architecture. This allows consistency and efficiency that increases brand awareness and provides quality assurance with all of their sub-brands consisting of Rides, Eats, Freight, ATG and other bets. The company followed horizontal brand extensions stated by Acre and Keeler, conforming to both the varieties. As for category extension, Uber operates in diverse fragmented markets, whereas inline extension occurs by Uber providing different vehicle options within rides.
Within a 7-year period, Uber has expanded from North America to every populated continent. Uber's international expansion was based on a locale-by-locale approach when integrating into new environments. Nevertheless, Uber stayed loyal to their original logo, name and values, only adapting their services. This was particularly prominent when Uber expanded into Asian markets, introducing Uber Auto, a rickshaw service catering to the rise in travel demands in over-urbanized areas.
The brand's core identity is all about movement and innovation, two timeless aspects that characterize Uber all around the world. Their main value is moving people to where they want to be, believing that good things occur when people can move, whether across town or towards their dreams. Uber's goal is to keep moving onward, upward and forward, pursuing the mission of igniting opportunity by setting the world in motion.
Uber's extended identity can be described through the Acre scheme, which highlights all the elements that provide texture and completeness to the brand. Although Uber was born in San Francisco, it is now an international brand helping users to move wherever or whatever they want. Seen as a product, Uber aims to make the life of consumers effortless. Regardless of being easy, Uber guarantees high quality services at a competitive price. As an organisation, Uber can be described as being heavily reliant on innovation and consumer concern, aspects that allow the company to achieve the status of a tough competitor. Through the years, the company has developed strong relationships with its users, especially via social media. If Uber was a person, it would be a young individual that values modernity whilst having a mature outlook to ensure the execution of services are both safe and reliable. Symbolically, Uber has a unique name which translates to elevated or superior in German, to further reflect the company's image. The brand logo remains consistent across platforms and nations, always maintaining perfect legibility. The primary brand colours are white and black and are used to provide accessibility, simplicity and consistency throughout all brand communications. Another typical Uber colour is the safety blue, used for moments of support, assurance and delight during interactions between the users and the brand.
Travis Kalanick's work as CEO was damaging to the Uber brand. Under his guidance, the company followed a hustle-orientated culture with a win-at-any-cost attitude. People felt excluded by the corporate culture that was often described as insensitive, racist and misogynist. In addition, Kalanick's associations with President Trump as he generated the refugee ban led to the Delete Uber campaign, further presenting the company in a negative light. The aggressive company strategy generated a toxic environment that led employees to describe the workplace as a Hibiscus jungle where you can never get ahead unless someone else dies. The company attitude was characterised both locally and internationally, whilst Uber fought government laws to circumvent local legislations letting drivers work even where they legally couldn't. The Court of Justice classified Uber as acting against the law in March 2017, pushing the resignation of Kalanick. Dara Khosrowshahi became the new CEO, releasing 8 new cultural norms that summarise the brand. Moreover, with the help of Wolf Ollins, a Brown consultancy agency, he created a new logo and a Beyond Simple brand. They generated a new mission statement and a renewed commitment to safety, which resulted in a 51% value increase. Rebranding was the start of the repositioning process of the company in the customers' minds.
Uber focuses on moving people in their day, lives, or in the moment. Over time, Uber built its brand personality as being up-to-date, determined, and reliable. The international culture, revised by Dara Sharovsky in 2017, focused on adapting a bottom-up approach, promoting diversity and inclusion whilst being customer-centric. Although belonging to different demographics, Uber users can be described as modern strivers who want to grow, explore, and seize opportunities. Uber shares a sense of optimism and the ambition for changing the status quo. Customers want to be seen as busy workers and achievers. Uber states that their noble purpose is to set the world in motion, which means giving people the possibility to move from point A to B, bringing the future closer with new technology and committing sustainable objectives and positively changing the global image of transportation. Movement ignites opportunity is the brand rally cry. The word movement reflects the brand category. Ignite is the emotional element and opportunity the descriptive modifier. A deeper analysis about ignite is needed. Indeed, the verb has different meanings. It can stand for setting a fire, but also for setting in motion. So just like a fire starts from a single flame, Uber started from a little idea and managed to become an international company that sets the world in motion.
Positioning refers to the act of designing the company's offering and image to occupy a distinctive place in the mind of the target market. Uber is an everyday brand for millions of customers around, pursuing different positions for each service offered. The ride segment presents Uber aspiring to be perceived as a safe, practical and reliable transportation service, generating the Apple and Play Store scoring average of 4.47 stars out of 5, signifying that Uber is meeting its customers' need. Additionally, Eats aims to be considered quick, reliable and varied with their food offerings, with users assigning them an average of 4.41 stars out of 5 regarding service satisfaction. Lastly, with the most recent and niche service offered, Freight has less reviews than Rise and Eats, but is averaging a score of 4.39, confirming Uber as providing an efficient, controlled and secure shipping service.
Uber is a multi-sided platform with a value proposition that caters to both riders and drivers. Uber's proposition for riders is to always get them the ride they want, which is fast, low cost and safe. The company accomplishes this by giving the possibility to request a ride at the tap of a button, offering a variety of vehicles that provide an estimated time of arrival and a fair price. The overall experience adapts safety features such as allowing customers to identify their drivers, tracking their travel and sharing their location. As for drivers, Uber allows them to be their own bosses, offering flexible working hours, the ability to generate immediate earnings and a variety of benefits such as an insurance coverage and a driver reward program.
Uber's success is unmatched as there is no other singular company providing a higher quality service consistently in fragmented markets worldwide. However, companies such as Bolt and Lyft are now starting to offer similar services, positioning their organisational capabilities are slightly below. Due to the nature of Uber's services, competition is increasing within single segment organisations that focus on limited products, presenting them to have a higher quality of service but lower organisational capability. Furthermore, when reviewing Uber's brands, Rides and Eats are the most popular. Uber's 2019 annual report established one of the main competitors for Uber Rides as Lyft, which grew by offering similar services and pricing strategy. Uber is still the highest rated due to the edge it possesses with their features, reward programs and availability in more cities. However, they should be aware of Lyft's increasing success due to having a friendlier brand image with a name that is a casual phrase to call a ride, inspiring a culture that encourages users to ride in the front seat. Additionally, Uber Eats is a segment that has progressed since being established in 2014. Among competitors, it is the highest price, with consumers paying an additional 15% service fee and an average £2.15 delivery fee. In comparison to DoorDash, which is dominating the food sector with their customizable recommendation engine, providing an array of restaurants and incorporating a Yum score similar to Uber to rate their service.
Uber targets several customer segments with different services and prices to obtain loyal customers and become a tough competitor. Uber focuses on understanding their customers' personal traits and needs. Denise Smith conforms to customers that are described as hardcore loyals. In this persona, customers use Uber to take advantage of the services as they provide comfort, certainty and reliability, both for personal and professional use. This persona is based on an upper class profile belonging to the age group of users of 34 to 44. Most users in this group live in urban areas with only 6% living outside the city. The consumer has an over-index of 40%. Uber's appeal is more than being an inexpensive service, but also one that is valued. Jack Evans represents a consumer that is more price sensitive, using Uber as a cost-effective resource and as a second part-time income. This persona is based on customers within the age group of 34 to 44 who fall within the working middle class category. Jack's personal experience as an Uber driver made him aware of how reliable and consistent Uber is, allowing him to trust the other sub-brands such as Uber Eats, a fast and cheap service that helps minimise the time spent on cooking, allowing extra time to be spent with family. Scott Burrell represents millennials and falls within the lower working class group, accounting for 37% of Uber X users. However, he is Uber's least loyal customer and can be described as a switcher, using numerous other mobile cab services available. Customers in this category would typically use Uber because of its freedom, accessibility and reliability, characteristics that other forms of transport lack at night time. Furthermore, millennials largely use Uber Eats to cope with their fast lifestyles, and Uber Jump as it allows more freedom of movement whilst incorporating a form of exercise.
To uncover how valuable and recognisable the Uber brand is to consumers, Acre's brand equity model has been reviewed to provide an in-depth understanding.
The oversaturated marketplace has led to consumers to have more choice than ever. As loyal customers tend to spend 67% more on average, the need for a loyalty program is heightened. Uber has adapted a loyalty strategy that is ingrained in the different services, catering to various types of consumer interactions. In response to user feedback and to increase the customer lifetime value, Uber Rewards was introduced in 2018. Its structure ties all of the company's different transportation and food delivery options together, employing a system where the more the customer uses Uber, the higher the reward they achieve. Moreover, a double-sided referral program was created to encourage new users to register and improve the engagement level of existing customers. Through the app, Uber gives customers a unique code to share with friends and family, which provide a discount reward. In addition, the company offers compelling incentives to help win back customers who have not used the app for a while. This approach is cost-effective for the business, as acquiring new customers could cost 5 times more than retaining existing ones. Uber's loyalty strategy also offers incentives to all drivers, as they are the most valuable asset. The brand collaborates with healthcare services and provides drivers with a broad range of discounts and tailored reward systems. Moreover, Uber has partnered with Arizona State University to help drivers or a family member reach their goals, offering them a full-time tuition coverage for an undergrad course and certificates.
Uber uses a wide variety of payment options to cater and tailor its business according to customer regional needs. There are 3 main payment options: Uber Cash, Uber Card and Cash Payment. Uber Cash provide customers the option to preload their account with cash, giving them extra security. This transaction feature is ideal for loyal Uber customers who will benefit from free car upgrades, no free cancellation and guaranteed ride rates. The most common form of payment among Uber customers is the credit or debit card option that is registered to the selected app and automatically charged for payment. This method is efficient and safe, as users don't have to physically present the card during or after the service.
Social media changes the way companies communicate. Digital platforms can be used by businesses to create a concrete, authentic social interaction through real-time dialogues with users around the world. Uber's active social media life helps build, maintain and re-establish their brand image whilst modifying the perceptions of followers by having several social media platforms. Uber runs different profiles on Facebook for their sub-brands, while on Instagram, Twitter and YouTube also having distinct accounts for the different countries they operate in. The content shared is therefore adapted to the international audience, simplifying the communication process and developing deeper relationships with their users. This can be seen when comparing the USA and the UK. While in America, Uber is encouraging users to vote, it was communicating new NHS discounts on the British account.
Awareness for Uber is further heightened by their own proprietary brand assets used to provide a strong competitive advantage. Uber has trademarked the use of their logo, designs and features to protect their brand equity. Uber uses brand associations through their social media platforms to reach large audiences, producing campaigns that identify with what the public is dealing with, discuss issues and information on consumer interests. During the COVID pandemic, Uber used the strategy Tell Not Sell, focusing on two messages: move what matters and no mask, no ride. The different campaigns thanked users for not riding, whilst raising awareness for face coverings and safety measures when using Uber services. In May 2020, the brand supported the Black Lives Movement, creating the hashtag Right to Move. Uber believes that black people should be able to move without fear, inviting racists to delete Uber. The CEO promoted Uber's support for black communities by donating £1 million for criminal justice reform, alongside deleting delivery fees and offering discounts for black-owned businesses. Uber kept reinforcing the idea of free movement during the Pride period, offering free rides to organisations supporting LGBTQIA and black LGBTQIA communities. Their channels are also used to raise awareness among fans about safety. The Zigzag campaign was effective in conveying the risk when driving under the influence, while the campaign with Piranha's Football Club goalkeeper underlined the importance of focusing on the road rather than on the phone.
Secondary associations happen when Uber is linked to other entities that have their own knowledge structure in the mind of the customer. When used strategically, they can create a competitive advantage. Since the company started in 2009, Uber has partnered with several major companies, including Virgin America, Trulia, and Spotify. The most recent brand alliance is with AEG Global Partnership, whereby the Thames Clipper River bus service was rebranded as Uber Boats. To cater to the current pandemic, Uber partnered with Unilever, which provides hygiene kits for the safety of Uber drivers. In terms of licensing, Toyota and Uber partnered in 2016 to develop ride sharing together, offering Uber drivers the possibility to lease their vehicles. Together with Volvo, Toyota and Uber are now working on automated vehicle technology. Lastly, as consumers are increasingly looking for transportation options to different events, Uber is working on fulfilling those needs. The company just became an official sponsor of the French Soccer Professional League.
Eager to find perceived quality as the customer's judgment of the overall quality or superiority of the product with respect to relative alternatives. Companies have to be aware of their targets' perceptions and work in order to maintain higher quality standards, otherwise they will be replaced by competitors. Uber aims to value customer relationships by employing both a 0 to 5-star rating system on their app and a direct form of communication through their social media platforms. According to an ISE questionnaire about Uber's perceived quality and their Apple and Play Store reviews, improvements can be made as their quality of service doesn't completely fulfill customers' needs in terms of reliability and responsiveness.
In conclusion, Keeler's brand equity model establishes Uber to have a strong relationship with their consumers due to the variety of services being adapted to meet their needs whilst being affordable, convenient and accessible.
Completion of the brand audit identified the most prominent issue Uber faces is sexual assault cases. The mistrust in Uber is an issue that has been around for several years, with the company receiving almost 6,000 reports of sexual assault. Uber is popular among females, contributing to 42% of their user base. To ensure their safety is increased, Uber should adopt more features on their app. Lastly, GPS tracking should be improved to give a deeper sense of security. In addition, Uber Rides should incorporate the opportunity to exclusively book female drivers, while Uber Drive gives drivers the possibility to immediately report problematic riders or situations through a red flag button. Although the presence of Uber female drivers is promoted, this demographic only contributes to 14% of the workforce. In order to cater to this possible increase in demand, Uber should highlight further the benefits of this role. Working for Uber should be considered a safer alternative to traditional taxis through their cashless feature and tracking ability. Another major emerging theme that is affecting the brand is Uber's full customer service. A netnography study uncovered the most popular words to describe Uber's customer service were bad, terrible and awful. Some users have to wait 24 to 48 hours for a direct response, even though the company assures a 24/7 service. Integrating a live customer chat service in their app will improve communication among users, thus enhancing the brand's perceived quality. Finally, Uber should introduce a new option in the Ride sub-brand called Uber Move. The idea is to help consumers who need to move, whether from a house or an office space, offering a safe and cheap alternative to normal moving services. Uber Move will perfectly reflect the brand's values of movement and opportunity, standing by users who are ready to change their lives. The new service will help set customers' lives in motion.